So today I'm in the kitchen with Sabrina, being taught the expertise and sharing her knowledge on Caribbean cooking. Now, as a family, we don't cook much Caribbean food. I'm hoping you're going to convert me. So what are we cooking today?
Right. Everything we're cooking today is Caribbean influence.
Okay.
Right. This is something I learned. It's pretty much a Chinese influence. Chicken wings.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do much with chicken wings?
The kids love them, and they're a big hit. But it's trying to make twists on them that aren't breadcrumbs or
Absolutely. And what I'm going to show you is just some herb Caribbean chicken wings, and it's great for entertaining. So what we're going to do is, so this is a drumette. So I've cut off the fly bit, and we're going to cut down from the thin end of the meat. So pretty much you cut in the muscle, the tendons, everything that's there.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier once you start doing it. There's no easy way to do it. But basically, and you just trim the meat down.
Okay. And what's the benefit of doing this?
It looks pretty.
Okay. And I guess it gets the meat
and
to have
you
more
know what?
flavour and more
So
contact
if
with
you so we're doing this for like a canapé, for friends coming over and stuff. And if you just cut the bits off at the top, then you can get the kids to do that bit.
Yeah.
And then you stand them up.
Okay.
But we're going to do something else in a minute because we really want it to. We're going to finish it off. So that's what you're helping me with. So shall we do a few? And
no pressure.
No pressure. Thin end first. And you just snip the tendons.
Okay.
And then you use the knife, just scrape the meat down. Shall we do about 4 and we'll get those going. And then pull it down.
You make it look really easy. Maybe it's a Friday morning thing. I'm not as...
Well, the thing is, I've practiced. Right. Now, la piece de la resistance. To get rid of that bit, to make it look pretty.
They look mean, those knives.
Well, you know what? I don't have the manpower, so I figured the easiest thing to use...
back a bit.
You could actually use this, but I want to break my stone.
No, don't do.
Actually looks quite good. All right, let's move the meat knife away. I grew up again using that. Chinese chopper. We all have a Chinese chopper in our homes. Again, that's a Chinese influence. And that's what
So these can be prepared in advance?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You can even freeze them. And all we're going to do now is we're going to season with that Caribbean herb rub we just made. Some soy sauce.
So Caribbean herb rubs are available in retail outlets now and online platforms.
Not yet.
Not yet.
They're coming. They're just ready now to go.
So this Caribbean rub smells absolutely amazing. What are we going to do with it next?
So if we just put all these in here,
yeah,
we're going to put a dollop of that. I'm going to wash my hands again. In here. And this herb rub can go into anything.
Okay.
But it's fabulous on meats. And some soy sauce. Again, it's a Chinese influence. We put soy sauce in everything. But, you want a bit of liquid in here.
Yep.
You could put rum and honey.
Maybe not so good for the kids.
No, not so good for the kids. But, a bit of salt and black pepper. I'm just going to pinch. And the reason I put a bit of salt in is, the herb season doesn't have any salt in it.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can basically, I'm going to use my hands.
Okay.
Because it's the easiest way to do it.
Yep.
And it's the Caribbean way to do it.
And in terms of leaving it to marinade, obviously with barbecue season, hopefully not far away, we're filming and it's snowing today. So we're quite a long way
We're
from
thinking sun, Caribbean sun, yes.
Yeah. But how long would you leave that to marinate for?
I would leave that. You can cook it right away, but the longer you leave it, the better the marinade. In terms of flavor. So 20 minutes would be nice, but
the crew is starving today, so
absolutely.
we're going to have to get it.
No. But the thing is, you marinate it and it's ready to go.
Okay.
So
how do we best cook it?
That's a trick. Now, I wanted to add to this my Cajun seasoning.
Okay.
And we'll just take it from here. And this is a blend of 9 spices.
Wow. I bet it smells amazing.
Louisiana in a jar.
Oh, wow. Yes, it is.
Yeah? So give it a little shake. And that's going to give it a bit, pep it up a bit.
Okay.
And we're ready to rumble.
So again, then you just get your hands in and...
Yeah, but I have to wash it again, so I'll just use a spoon this time.
Okay.
But it's a kind of a dish you're going to have to use your hands a lot.
Yeah.
Right. Now, foil. What you want to do is make these into little parcels, and the idea for that is you don't want to lose any of the liquid, and you want, as it oozes, it just stays it, and then it's nice and moist when it comes out of the oven. So, here's what we're going to do. Just make a little, and you know, this is home cooking. I'm sure they're doing it in the restaurants. They've got, you know, their other ways of doing it, but we're doing this for home. So
just you do an edge with the foil just to keep the juices in. Okay.
Yeah, and then we're going to bunch it up a little bit closer.
Okay.
My chef friend taught me this.
That's good.
Yeah.
We like sharing tips.
Yeah. It taught me a lot of tips.
The viewers love watching the tips. So.
Yep. So, because I found sometimes when I've made it, it's like, you know, not so good. And these we can just bake those later.
Okay. So what do? Just bring it in closer. So
there you go. So you want to bring it as close as possible, like this.
And then get that in the oven, I guess.
Yes, and ideally, if there's any, like a little bit of sauce that's left here, we'll just drop it on.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long will they take in the oven?
15 minutes, because they're just wings.
So should we get those in the oven now?
Let's get these in the oven.
Great. So we've got the chicken in the oven.
Right.
What are we doing with these amazing green beans?
We're going to do some home-style tempura green beans.
Okay.
Now, the chicken's been in for a little bit, and I wanted to jazz it up a little bit. We've got these lovely sauces from Ancona. This one's a sweet chili mango sauce.
Oh, nice.
And
so you put that on top of the chicken, or you'd use it as a dip? Because my kids
both,
love dipping.
Both. You know, in my kitchen, there are no rules.
Okay.
No rules.
So what are we doing with the? You're putting more on top of the chicken.
Yep.
You pull it out.
And we did do a drizzle.
Wow, that is looking amazing.
First, we got to get it out. It's just to give it a bit of colour, a bit of texture. Right.
Okay, and bang that back in the oven.
Bang that back in the oven. And then you can then use it as a dipping sauce.
Okay.
So instead of ketchup,
we're on to the spicing it up.
Spice up Caribbean.
Right. So what do we do with the tempura? Right. What am I doing?
Here's what we do. This is 200 grams of flour. We're only going to use half of that. Because, you know, I can't help myself. I do things in big. You know, it's just a Caribbean
way.
Just, you know, right. And then we're going to put a little bit of sugar.
Okay.
A pinch of salt. And now I'm going to pour the beer in. Okay. And you're going to gently mix it. It doesn't matter if it's lumpy. Because all we're trying to do is get a kind of a batter. And then we're going to dip the beans in it. I forgot the key ingredient. Mommy would not be happy with me. My Cajun seasoning. Yeah, because if you think about it, the tempura batter is quite neutral and stuff. But if we're doing a Caribbean style dish, you wanna
add a bit of spice.
You wanna add a bit of spice. And right, so we want it sort of drop in consistency. See, this is a great thing for kids to do. Okay, and you don't have to put the spice in if you don't want to. But, you know, Caribbean kids grew up with this stuff.
Okay.
Right. And it's really simple. Now, I think the easiest thing to do would be to pour that batter in here.
Okay.
And then...
Try not to cover myself now.
Yep. Well, you know, that's why I got you to do it.
Making a right mess.
And then... we'll try and coat it.
I'll go head to the sink, eh? Before covering myself in water.
Well, and you know, the thing about Caribbean cooking, well, I should say, the thing about my cooking, we do use a lot of dishes and stuff, but I think it's just because that's just the way I am. I'm trying to learn to use.
As long as you've got.
You know.
Chris Evans' theory is anything to go by. We all need 2 dishwashers. That's what he's been.
You see, I love that man. Yeah.
2 dishwashers. Yeah.
Right. Now,
so how
we're
do we
ready
put
to
this?
fry. So we've had some just some vegetable oil heating.
Okay.
And because it's been on for a little bit, now ideally you want to add a lot at one time because they're all going to fry really quickly. So the key is, how do we do that? I'm not quite sure. So let me try one. Let's make sure it's ready. Could you turn that up just a bit, Barry? I'm putting them individually in because just to try and get them to stay nice and.
Well, especially if you're serving them as canapes, you want them to be.
Yeah. And you could use longer beans, you could use shorter beans, and I learned this in the Caribbean, actually in Curacao, where we just visited. And rather than serving French fries as a healthier option.
So with what other things would this work with? Would this work with sweet potato?
Anything. Anything.
Okay, and how are we serving it?
Right, we're serving it on.
Just wipe down the surface.
Right here. The back. It doesn't take long to fry.
It smells amazing as well.
Yeah, and the first time you do it, you'll test, maybe not too spicy. I made some of these for my husband last night. He was like, not spicy enough.
Okay.
He wanted his a little bit more. I guess he's used to me making quite spicy.
So the crew filming today are in for a real treat for food.
Oh, I hope so. Well, you're always in for a treat when I'm cooking.
Oh, we thoroughly enjoyed your cooking as part of the 24 hours show, which we all say slightly with a heavy heart. It was great fun, but totally.
How do we do 36 hours?
We don't.
But we did.
It's called the one and only 24-hour show for a very good reason.
Yeah. Right. These are actually done.
Okay.
I think you see, you just need a light golden thing. So if you make the batter thicker, you can put more. You can add more flour into it, but really you don't want to.
Okay.
Because you want a nice, healthy. I'm just gonna turn this off for now.
Okay. Do I need to check on that chicken?
Let's check on the chicken.
Chicken
Chicken should be done. We might have to put it back on this cutting board. How are we doing?
That looks pretty done.
That's done. So put it on here. Isn't that gorgeous? So all we got to do now is to plate up.
Okay.
So I prepared just a platter.
Oh, delicious. So the
shredded.
the very rare iceberg lettuce at the moment, given the situation in Europe.
Oh well, but of course with the wholesalers that I was working with, they had quite a bit. So
aren't we lucky?
Aren't we lucky? So. See that lovely juice and sauce we have in here?
Looks delicious.
You can just pour it on.
Okay.
How's that?
It looks yummy. There's lots of hungry faces the other side of the camera, that's for sure.
Now, if I can do this without making a hash of it.
Spoon.
That's a good idea. I was trying to do the Caribbean way. That doesn't work. And you can just drizzle.
Wow. That does look absolutely delicious.
Beautiful. So you see, simple chicken wings.
Yeah, with a twist.
With a twist.
And we
Caribbean
serve
twist.
it with the tempura beans.
And we're just serving it with the tempura beans.
So we will share these delicious recipes with everybody on the Simply Good Food TV website as well as on the app. And I can vouch for how delicious they smell. I'm very much looking forward to tasting them. Thank you so much, Sabrina.
Oh, you're very welcome. Yep, I guess it will. Thank you.